Bible says that we are all made in the image of God. And I think that might be an erroneous belief because that makes Western compassion and tolerance limitless. They think that everyone can be absorbed and everyone can become a rocket scientist given an opportunity. And unfortunately, as a result, Western people, particularly North Americans, Australians, and Kiwis, have brought in outsiders who will never, ever, ever assimilate. And they will actually change you into their ways of thinking because of entropy. So I think that's as a concept I want to think about uh, at the very least.
Yeah, that's worth thinking. And I think we talk a lot about how the perversion of Christianity creates some of the worst aspects and Ivan Illich talks about this, Surratt talks about this, that the victimism, political correctness is a kind of mutated hyper Christianity that tries to go too far with limitless, no boundaries. So
Yeah, it's virtue
obviously,
signaling.
but
It's
that's
virtue
not
signaling.
Christianity. And I think the image of God concept is look, you can't have a civilization with the high trust that we enjoy to several degree to many in many ways in the West. Like for example, in Tampa, in a Tampa major city, I remember I would go down there and get in the middle of the city. They had a little farm they had carve out just away from the city center, where a farmer had a little bucket. You come and buy your raw milk fresh from the farm, and it's in a fridge, and there's a bucket. You put the money in, and you select your gallon based on the money. And he just has a trust that you're going to give him the right amount and not take his bucket of money and not take his milk. Now, that's a high trust society that is built on the principle of the image of God, and the idea being that this is not, if you treat people like they're animals and you assume that the other person is there to be exploited, you can't get out of that. That's an infinite loop of rivalry and fighting. So there has to be something that pulls you out of that cycle of rivalry that you are talking about, to pull you to a part where you can have a higher trust society.